Being students is a substance that not everyone can have. Therefore, take advantage of your college time and become a student achiever on your passion. I am Dina Kurniasih, delegation from the Bandung Midwifery major to join the selection of student achievers in Poltekkes Kemenkes Bandung 2021. An achievement is something that is strive for in eagerness to achieve maximum results. During my time as a student, I achieved several achievements that are the first champion of National Musabakoh Tilawatil Quran Competition 2020, second champion of National Essay Competition on Savannah 2020, the delegation of International Virtual Student Exchange 2021, participant of International Basic Life Support Competition 2021, finalist of National Essay GSMXC Competition 2020, received an award as the Outstanding Students of Diplomacy Midwifery Bandung 2021. I get a Scholarship Achiever 2019 to 2020 for semester 1 to 3, and I also become a judge for PR Preligar National Essay Competition 2021. Not only intellectual question, according to Arginanjar, humans have three intelligences, namely intellectual quotient, emotional quotient, and spiritual quotient. One of the emotional quotient is the attitude of leadership. For that, I actively joining the campus organization as the chairman of Badan Perwakilan Mahasiswa Jurusan or BPMJ Midwifery Bandung 2021. In addition, I have several hobbies and skills, namely Musabakoh Tilawatil Quran or singing traditional and religion songs, pencak silat, and playing musical instruments like gamelan. Improving maternal health is one of the targets of Indonesia's National Midterm Development Plan, or as known as RPJMN for 2020 to 2024, as well as the third goal of the Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs, which is a global action agreed by the world leaders, including Indonesia. One of the important aspects that need to be considered is maternal health during pregnancy, childbirth, and the postpartum period, considering that the maternal mortality rate in Indonesia is still high at this time. There are challenges in realizing the third goal of SDGs during the COVID-19 pandemic. The ongoing COVID-19 pandemic in Indonesia has found various policies to break the chain of virus spread. COVID-19 pandemic affects almost all aspects of life. One of them is in the health sector. During this pandemic, there was restriction on access to healthcare facilities such as hospitals, health centers, independent practice of midwives, and primary healthcare services. Access to healthcare facilities is limited, and as April 2020, since the first COVID-19 entered Indonesia, there were 974 or 10.5% independent practice of midwives in Indonesia law. The large-scale social restriction, or as known PSBB, has also been the cause of limited or even non-existent services at the primary health care. The vacuum of services at the primary health care has an impact on the unmonitored condition of pregnant women and toddlers who are a vulnerable group. In line with the difficulty of accessing healthcare facilities, another accompanying problem is the decline of the provision of health education to mothers during pregnancy and the postpartum period. This has an impact on mothers' low knowledge. In Angrainis Research 2020, pregnant women who have less knowledge are still quite low, namely 81.7%. Likewise, with early detection of complications during the puerperium. Based on Labelis Research 2017, knowledge of postpartum mothers regarding health condition and early detection of danger signs during the postpartum period is quite low. Meanwhile, the number of pregnancies and deliveries during the COVID-19 pandemic was relatively increasing. The increase is projected that the birth rate will increase rapidly in 2021. Ideally, this condition is accompanied by health services and the provision of quality education. Antenatal care is the right time to provide education to mothers during pregnancy, considering that antenatal care has 10 minimum service standards. One of them is counseling, which includes the provision of communication, information, and education. Not only in antenatal care, based on World Health Organization Recommendation 2030, it is important to apply KA during the puerperium through postnatal care to provide education and early detection of complications during the puerperium. Although antenatal care and postnatal care are limited, the provision of KIE is needed to increase mothers' knowledge and mothers' ability to detect problems. During this COVID-19 pandemic, KIE can be done online by utilizing advanced information technology. The provision of KIE with online methods is the alternative that can be done to deal with the current situation. During the Industrial Revolution 4.0, almost all aspects of life have turned to digital technology which sparks transformation. One of which is in the world of health. Interest in the internet is increasing, so it requires healthcare providers to provide education through digital media or telemedicine. Opportunities for technological advancement in the 4.0 era can be used as an effort to provide health education to others through digital media. Therefore, when you break down in communication, information, and education, media is needed based on network and information through media that are easily accessible by the public. In response to the above problems, an innovative media-based educational product or network was born with the name Edmifas Pintar. Edmifas Pintar is a website product that provides educational media for mothers during pregnancy, as well as teleconsultation feature that facilitates online consultation between mothers and midwives. Edmifas Pintar offers several features that contain educational material for mothers during pregnancy and postpartum. By accessing Edmifas Pintar, users can get education about pregnancy, information about antenatal care, education about the postnatal period, information about postnatal care, and consultation with midwives online through the Tanya Bidan feature. In each feature of Edmifas Pintar, there are several topics and dozens of subtopics, which are presented communicatively and based on credible source. The website Edmifas Pintar is presented as attractive as possible, equipped with an attractive illustration and educational videos with a fairly short duration. This is expected to increase users' interest in studying the material. In the last feature, Edmifas Pintar facilitates online consultation between mothers and midwives, which are automatically connected to the registered midwife's WhatsApp number. The realization of this product is expected to help realize different goals of SDGs or Sustainable Development Goals, namely good health and welfare, as well as RPJMN targets, namely increasing access to health services to universal health coverage.